as we're going to see next, Jay-Z had some very, very strong words for the Academy when he claimed his award, which we're going to talk about in a second. So y'all check this out. So Jay-Z, congratulations to him. He won and was the winner of the Dr. Dre Global Impact Award. But before he walked off stage and while he was receiving his award, he had some choice words for not only the music community, but the Academy as a whole. And we're going to watch the video in a second, or we're going to listen to the video in a second so y'all can hear what Jay-Z said. But this article by Time says Jay-Z calls out the Grammys for snubbing Beyonce. And shout out to Jay-Z for speaking up about Beyonce, man. Y'all know she doesn't. When it comes to the Grammys, Beyonce has not gotten the respect that she deserves. Many of y'all may know or may not know, Beyonce is not only the most nominated artist, but has the most Grammys out of any artist out there, which is crazy. That's a big accomplishment. But somehow she hasn't been able to win Album of the Year. Ah, man. Jay-Z's going to talk about it in a little bit. So y'all check out this article by Time Magazine. While accepting the Dr. J, shout out to Dr. J, man. The Dr. Dre Global Impact Award at the 2024 Grammy Awards on Sunday night, Jay-Z criticized the Recording Academy for never giving his wife Beyonce Album of the Year award, despite her multiple Grammy wins and nominations, which is crazy. The 45-year-old rapper took to the stage with his daughter Blue Ivy, first thanking the award's namesake, Dr. Dre, and the Black Music Collective, which they were actually the ones that started and created this award. And now it goes into quoting everything that Jay-Z said in his speech. So what we're going to do instead is I'm actually going to play the audio for you guys. I don't want to play the video because I have a feeling it'll get taken down by the Academy. So shout out to them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this article up and we're going to play the audio in case y'all haven't heard it real quick. So shout out to Jay-Z.
Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince winning their first Grammy in '89 and boycotting because it wasn't televised. And then they went to like a hotel and watched the Grammys. I didn't even understand what was it.
He's taking shots. Taking shots.
The great boycott. We're here. But then, '98, I took a page out of their book. I was nominated for the Best Rap Album, and DMX had dropped 2 albums that year. They both were #1. Shout out to DMX.
Yeah, rest in peace to DMX.
And he wasn't nominated at all. So I boycotted, and I watched the Grammys. I'm just saying, we want y'all to get it right. We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. We want y'all to get it right.
Yeah, and he's about to go in. So Jay-Z's basically saying, you know, year after year after year after year, artists are speaking out. They're speaking out against the Grammys. They're trying to understand the process, what the selection process looks like, how they're deciding who wins Album of the Year, why certain artists aren't getting the credit they deserve, like his wife Beyonce, which he goes on to talk about. And he's really backing up everything that so many hip hop artists have said in the past. Drake, well, I don't know. Are we calling him a hip hop artist? I think the verdict's still out on that. But Drake, Kanye, of course, I mean, we all know Jay is supporting what Kanye said back when Taylor Swift, I think that was when she was winning her first Album of the Year. It's tough. It's tough out here. And the artists are fed up with it, really. So check out what Jay-Z said.
At least get it close to right. And obviously it's subjective. You
we
don't
know
gotta
why.
clap at everything. Obviously it's subjective because, you know, it's music and it's opinion based. But, you know, some things, you know, I don't want to embarrass this young lady. But
all right. So before he gets to that, he said something interesting, which I want to ask y'all about. And let me know in the comments, too, what y'all think about this. He said music is subjective. Do you think there is a way that we can determine where music ranks objectively? Y'all have to let me know, because you know, and like things with sports, you can kind of look at the stats of a player and see, okay, this player was clearly better than this player because they did X and X. They have so many championships. They went on to win this award and that award and this thing. But with music, it's kind of different because even if you look at record sales and album sales, those don't always reflect the impact that maybe an artist has, how talented they are. First of all, Ice Spice, which y'all have to let me know what you think about that, because I don't know if there's a way that we can ever come up with a measuring stick of where music should be graded and what type of awards they should see. I mean, there's just so much music out there. There's so many different styles. If you want to grade it or determine it on that large of a scale, I don't know if we can even, I don't know, come up with a way that seems fair. Y'all have to let me know what you think.
We love y'all. We love y'all. We love y'all. We want y'all to get it
So I'm
right.
gonna
At least
rewind
get
it
it
a little
close
bit.
to right. And obviously it's subjective. Y'all don't got to clap at everything. Obviously it's subjective
I love that you
because,
said that.
you know, it's music and it's opinion based. But, you know, some things, you know, I don't want to embarrass this young lady, but she has more Grammys than everyone and never won Album of the Year. So even by your own metrics, that doesn't work.
Shots fired. So he's talking about Beyonce, obviously. And it's funny, I was actually watching this live, and when he said that, the camera panned to Beyonce and Beyonce said, right? So man, hey, Beyonce was like, they're tired of this. So I wonder if this is Jay-Z's exit from this whole Grammy thing. Because again, it's so weird to me that these artists are still, I mean, they're still fighting in this circle to get these awards, and they're fighting for each other, which I think is honorable. But I mean, at some point, are they gonna stop supporting and showing up for the Grammys? Or, I mean, are people gonna continue to stay a part of that club? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what Jay-Z does after this, because he had some strong words here.
Think about that. The most Grammys, never won Album of the Year. That doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
You know, some of you gonna go home tonight and feel like you've been robbed. Some of you made it, Rob. Some of you don't belong in the category. No.
Shots fired, man. Jay-Z was not holding back. I could not believe. I was not expecting him to say anything about it, honestly. But, you know, as I said, a lot of them are just fed up. And he said it himself. Some of y'all are going to get awards that you deserve. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all are going to get awards that you don't deserve. And I don't know what the Academy can do moving forward. It seems like since this has been such a long-standing issue that they're just going to keep doing what they're doing. I mean, why not? Because, you know, hip hop, I guess, is just a smaller pool when it comes to the wide demographic of music. So there's a lot more going on there that meets the eye, that's for sure.
No, that was it. No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth. But outside of that, you know, we got to keep showing up. And forget the Grammys for a second, just in life. As my daughter sits and stares at me nervous as I am.
Hey, shout out to Blue Ivy. She was up there doing her thing.
You got to keep showing up. Just keep showing up. Forget the Grammys. You got to keep showing up until they give you all those accolades you feel you deserve. Until they call you chairman. Until they call you a genius. Until they call you the greatest of all time. You feel me?
Yeah, shout out to Jay-Z, man. I love that he did that. It needed to be said, especially by him. And as Joyner Lucas once wisely said, Ye's not crazy. I don't know what y'all want to say about Kanye, but when Kanye was at his peak and he was doing his thing, he took a stand against what was going on at the Grammys. I don't have a dog in the fight. You know, we're talking about it because it's interesting and it's in the music world. But man, it's a shame to see someone like that who's done so much for music in Beyonce and won so many of their awards already not get the credit that she deserves. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I know we already had the conversation of Taylor versus Beyonce. Obviously there's no comparison, but it'll be interesting to see as time goes on what happens with the Grammys, because at this point artists are fed up with what's going down at the Grammys. So anyway, congratulations to everybody. I know some of them are probably watching the show too, but y'all have to let me know what you think. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what you think in the chat. What's going on with the Grammys, man? And should artists just start to leave the Grammys, or should they keep showing up in hopes that eventually they'll do the right thing?